I saw my EX28F after 8 years at my friend's wedding, and she saw our kid. I'll make a update post to explain some parts of the story. Soooo. Yeah. My ex saw me and our kid at our friend's wedding, and let's just say she was shocked and happy for some reason. Before I explain any further, let me explain how our child was born. So basically, when we were in high school, me 19 meters and my ex GF18F were being stupid and childish, that we had unprotected drunken sex. I knew we both wanted sex, but we didn't realize how much we were drinking, that it had clouded our actions, and then boom, she is pregnant. When I found out that she was pregnant, I was so excited because I knew it would be a huge responsibility for the both of us, and I always wanted to be a dad ever since I took care of my cousins and baby sisters. I was naive to think that my GF wanted anything to do with me or the baby, because when she found out she was pregnant, she was beyond pissed off, which I don't blame her. She started yelling and throwing things at me, saying the most hurtful things any person could say, like, "You low-life piece of shit. You put this thing inside me, and it's all your fucking fault, you ruined me." I'm not sure how I remember those exact words after 8 years. I guess it's just struck me the deepest. She said more hurtful things, but I probably won't say here, at least not yet. But anyways, when she said all that, I felt like a complete asshole, and I felt so shitty that I managed to fuck up not only my life, but my GF's life as well. So just fast forward me, and my GF decide to keep the baby, but she wants nothing to do with it. In my mind, I'm just thinking how hard it's gonna be for me, because I'm going to have to provide for my child when I'm only 19 and I'm still high school. Luckily, we both graduated before the baby was born, so it was huge plus for me. On the bright side, I had the support of my parents. They were able to at least understand the situation that I was going through, so they volunteered to help out with the baby. My GF, on the other hand, decides to cut contact from me and blocks me on everything, so I wouldn't be able to contact her again before she left. She left me a message where she explains that I ruined her life and that she wants nothing to do with our son. After all, that I haven't seen or heard from her ever again. So while my parents help with my son, I'm working 2 jobs to provide for my son and hopefully finish college so I can get a better job. I knew I had to work hard because I knew my son didn't deserve to live a life whose father failed to provide for him and give him a good life that he deserved. BTW, I already accomplished this, I'm just explaining it. Fast forwarding again. I get an invite to my friend's wedding that me and my GF used to hang out with. I was hesitant to go, but I was like, sure, why not just go and relax with my kid and maybe my kid meet the friends I grew up with. So yeah, we make to the wedding, and surprise, my ex is there, and let me tell you, I never felt so much fear, guilt or regret in my life. She actually ran to me and gave me the tightest hug she could, and she was crying while she was, and to be honest, I felt relieved and scared on what she might think of me now. So hesitantly hug her back, and she starts crying. Reminder, I haven't been out with any other girl since my ex Soooo. I was just shocked at this point. BTW, I'm 29. When she saw our kid, she started an immediate conversation like they already knew each other. Now I'm just standing there confused and shocked, trying to understand the situation I'm in. Now my ex is asking if we could meet up again. I'm hesitant to accept her offer, but I'm not sure if I can deny her since she's also the mother of our child. BTW, I know most parts sound confusing, but it was the only way I can keep it short. I will make update posts to make the story make more sense and have more information.
Opinion. You are the primary carer, you get to say what happens. If you have not done the legal stuff, then you should get your set sorted ASAP. The risk is that she forms a relationship and petitions for custody or shared time, or she sets up a relationship, decides it isn't for her, and then leaves you with emotional traumatized child. Now saying that, she could be a grown-up and it be very different, but you start with the understanding that she is a stranger to your child, like a girlfriend you just met. You would not introduce your child immediately until you were sure that the relationship had legs. The same applies. Also, you seem to have still been in some mental space and being relieved and scared of what she might think of you, and she hugs you. Well, it leaves you open to a lot of unresolved problems. She left you, and yet you are still feeling guilty for having sex with her. Let's get this straight, you had sex together, you both decided to do that, it is not a one-person thing. You are still carrying around this guilt, yet she is the one who chose to have nothing to do with you and leave that responsibility to you. That is deadbeat parent stuff. Mistakes happen, it is what you do to act responsible is what defines you as a person. And she didn't have to give up anything to just be a decent person, which was totally her choice. Be very, very careful of your own needs and feelings. This is not a Hallmark moment where the long-lost mother comes back, this is unresolved feelings, guilt and shame, anger, abandonment and potentially serious issues for your child to grow up with. Talk to your parents, get some unbiased support from someone like a therapist, and don't make any hasty decisions. Meet up with her, sure, but lay out rules and boundaries. Be very clear what you need to have happen, because some things cannot be undone afterwards.
I, 30F, realize I may have mistakenly accused my, now ex-BF, 31M, of cheating after we've been broken up for a month. Sorry if my writing is jumbled and incoherent, my mind has been racing, and I can't think straight. About a month ago my BF, now ex, went with his coworkers' friends to a bar club, mostly a bar with typical drinks and bar food, but the place has a dance floor and music, after work. This is something they do every couple months or so. But this time, when he came home, he had a lipstick mark on his shirt. I asked him where the lipstick mark came from, but he said he had no idea. I thought he may have been cheating on me with someone from work or someone at the bar. He was wearing his dress shirt from work that day. I've been cheated on in the past, which in hindsight, might have made me think irrationally. But the couple days after that we fought several times due to me repeatedly questioning him about that night and him denying anything had happened. I also snooped on his phone and computer to find evidence of cheating, but didn't find anything, but he caught me snooping, so we had arguments over that too. Long story short, I called him a liar and a cheater, broke up, and moved out the following week. The whole time he insisted he was innocent, but I figured he was playing dumb and gaslighting me. Last night I got dinner with a friend I hadn't seen in a while, and told her about the breakup. But when I told her about the lipstick, she gave me a concerned look and showed me a TikTok video of a girl at a club kissing random guys on the back without them knowing and leaving lipstick marks. Is this some sort of TikTok trend? As far as I can tell, the person who posted the TikTok is in Australia, but I live in Los Angeles. The lipstick on my BF shirt was on the upper arm shoulder area, so I suppose it's possible someone could have come up behind him, kissed his shirt, and walked away without him noticing. I just never considered that to be a possibility. I wasn't able to sleep all night. I've just been racked with guilt that I may have been mistaken in accusing him of cheating. I've thought about sending him an email or giving him a call, but what do I even say? Before the lipstick ordeal, our relationship was the best one I've ever experienced. It was healthy and supportive. I realize in hindsight I may have treated him unfairly by not giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I said some nasty things to him when we broke up. And there's also a small part of me that wonders what if he did actually cheat on me after all? If I bring up this TikTok, wouldn't an actual cheater jump at the opportunity to use it to continue to deny cheating? I'm afraid I may be overthinking this.
This is a tough one. Based on the facts you gave, 1. You didn't find any evidence when you snooped, 2. Location of the lipstick mark, and 3. This was indeed a minor TikTok trend a couple months ago. I'm inclined to think your ex is innocent. But you'll probably never know for sure. It sounds like you are thinking about trying to get back together. Ask yourself if you two can realistically build back the mutual trust it takes to make a relationship work. Also, be prepared for the possibility that he may not want to get back together. Also, as an aside, may be worth unpacking your emotions in therapy, especially pertaining to the previous time you got cheated on. Sounds like you haven't healed, and it may impact your relationships going forward.